Ghana received a total of 279 foreign direct investment projects. Now, the added value of these projects is worth $2.7 billion US. And this injection was in 2020 amid the scourge of COVID-19. Now, where will all these projects go? We are talking about manufacturing services, building and construction, agriculture, export trading, and information communication services. In total, about 27,000 jobs are to be created. And this comes in the wake of Twitter choosing to establish its Africa hub in Accra. And of course, Germany also establishing its Africa Research Medical Center in the country. It all boils down to one thing: a favorable business climate. And for that, we speak to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. And one thing that they say is that the business reforms being introduced are favorable. But how do we improve upon the climate to attract more investment? Frank Ojukum is Executive Secretary of the Ghana International Trade Commission, and he joins us via Zoom. Mr. Ojukum, we're so grateful that he joined us. First of all, with all that's happening, Twitter's presence, Germans hinting of establishing an African Research Center in Ghana, the Continental Free Trade Secretariat, is this a vote of confidence in the country's business climate?
Thank you very much, and pleasure to be with you. Yes, you have said it correctly. It shows a massive vote of confidence in the efforts of government and in what is happening in Ghana. The three events that you've spoken about, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area in Ghana, Twitter coming on board, and the German Health Center, shows you that there's something good happening in this country. For foreign investors to come in, it shows that some parameters in your country are good. You have a favorable investment climate. You have rules and regulations that will protect investment and make sure that investors do not lose out unnecessarily. And you have a means that shows that there's transparency and accountability in how you run affairs in the country. And all this will tell you that the government is on the right track, and that's why Ghana is attracting all these positive vibes from abroad.
Interesting. But let's take a look at the factors that attract foreign direct investment and see how Ghana fares along those lines. If we could pull that up, the first one being infrastructure and access to raw material, communication and transport links, skills and wage costs of labor. I want to start off with you on infrastructure and access to raw materials. How are we faring along this particular line?
Well, to begin with, you put this in proper perspective that we operate in a region which is also very deprived. So in that sense, how are we doing? I don't think we are doing badly at all, because all the indicators will show you that when you do put us apart with our neighbors, we must be doing something very good in here. We have laws, and I'm saying that the important thing in all this is that, for instance, access to raw materials. Are there laws and regulations that make sure that investors in these environments are able to have good returns and have their investment protected? Yes, we have laws in mining, in wherever you go to, in oil. We have laws and regulations in there that protect genuine business. And for as long as you are in to do genuine business, there's regulations that the government seeks to protect you and to make sure that even as you make your profits, the government is also able to reap the benefits that it needs for the country's growth. You talk also about communication and transportation. You know that, for instance, this year has been cited as the year of roads. And so massive investment is going to be made in there. Part of the, I think, almost a third of the Eurobond business that came in recently, of the 3 billion, almost a third will also go into transportation in roads, and also a part of it into railways. So all these are efforts being made by government to ensure that our infrastructure development is at par, is commendable.
Great.
At the moment, yes, we have bottlenecks, we have problems. But if you look at the efforts being put in, all the roads being built, all the highways being built, all the interchanges being built in the country, it shows that we are on the right pedestal, which is what is attracting investors into this country.
Let's end on the matter of skills and labor, because over the past few weeks, we've had tassels in this particular spec. Of course, government, the concerns about the capping on the minimum wage, of which we do know this week that there's going to be some discussion around this line. But how does this fit into the attraction of FDIs as well?
Well, in terms of labor and skills development, I mean, it goes without saying that our labor force is one of the best on the continent, and certainly in West Africa, we do rank up very high. We do have a very skilled labor force in this country, and in times past, Ghana's civil service have been ranked among the very best on the continent, and worldwide, we're very competitive. When you come down nationally, Ghanaians seem to be very hardworking. I mean, yes, it is true that not everything is up to scratch, but then we are up there, and the hard work that is put in is seen in the results that we have in the economy. We could do more, and nobody's saying that we are perfect yet. In terms of cost of labor and wages, as you rightly said, government, the tripartite committee will be meeting very soon to research this wage problem. But let me say that with wages, everywhere in this world, we have wage problems, some more intense than the others. But then people, as you know, are always aspiring for better living conditions, for better lives. And as we move along, everybody tries to get as much as they can on the labor front. So it's never going to end. There's never going to be a time when we're going to have a labor force that is going to say that we are okay, we have enough wages, and so we don't need any more. At any point in time, workers and people are going to agitate for more income, because that really is the nature of the human being. And so it does happen. We wish that doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. And when it happens, the important thing to look at is what steps are being taken to resolve these issues. And as you do really know, when it happens, government does not lie down, and all efforts are done to make sure that we meet the needs as much as government can.
So the prospects are there for bright. Frank Echikum, we're so grateful that you joined us. He's the Executive Secretary of the Ghana International Trade Commission, helping us understand what exactly is attracting FDIs to the country.